Do you remember when you started to do your first clothes, your first...
Even
First
much before you
clothes.
created Amush, of course.
It just, everything would always be like, I'll go get something, I'll remake things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ambush is still being, of course, 6 years. It's just like it's a young company. I know, of course, about the LVMH prize in 2017, which was a very important moment of your life, of course. Where does all this inspiration comes from? I mean, where do you find your ideas? Is this like you wake up in the morning, I want to do this color, this shape, or it's like, how does it work?
We weren't trained as fashion. It was just something that, really started from our passion. The core of everything we've been doing is really based on the spirit of like do it yourself, because no one really taught us, but we had ideas of we wanted to come to fruition. So it was about just kind of like getting our hands dirty and just making sure it happens. When I came to Japan and I started helping Verbal out with the styling and different things, it's not because I wanted to be a stylist, but we just kind of like create the whole universe ourselves because we understood it. That's when we start to realize, oh, no jewelry like this, there's no clothes like this, or different like ideas or like all like popping off. And that was the start of everything, because we realized like, hey, we have an idea, let's just do it, because it was just very like DIY.
When I see you, when I see your story, when I see your products, when I hear comments about you, when I read the press about you, the word which I have two words coming to my mind always, which are happiness and enthusiasm. Is there any, in your particular case, any woman who inspired you or still is inspiring you? Any name you would like to drop here, to mention here?
First woman that inspired me was my mom. Knowing that she always encouraged me since I was young to, she like engraved in me that just because you're a woman, like, your role isn't to get married and just be a housewife. Like, make sure you find what you want to do and pursue those dreams, because that's when you're going to feel most fulfilled in life. So that was always installed in me since when I was really, really young. So, and I think that's why I am who I am today. And also there's a woman who is so strong, they can go out there and lead the whole nation. So it's just like everyone who are just knowing their role and their vision and just like fulfilling it for others and for themselves. I think those are the women that really inspire me.
How do you see the role of women in Japan? Is there any advice you would like to give to young or not even that young anymore? Anything you would like to advise, to recommend, and how do you see the status of women in this country today?
If I can advise anything to all the wonderful women in Japan, is that like, do not limit yourself. That because you're here, everything is just gonna be stuck here. I mean, if there's much more, but maybe it's not about the career and just going overseas either. But I think it's also being a woman right now. It's definitely than before. There's much more opportunities, and definitely we're getting more equality more than ever. Although there's still far to go. Don't look at the past and the negative things, but stay positive and continue to work so that and fight for the rights as well.